Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. I said that already, but yes, good to see you and welcome everyone. So I turned my TV on last Sunday to watch something on Amazon Prime, and it ended up being a National Geographic special. And guess whose name showed up on the music credits? Peter Cater. Anyway, wouldn't that be, just right after the day after I saw him play, which was last. If you didn't make the concert, you missed a heck of a. I was just saying that, yes, Susie. I was just saying he was just here the day before. Excuse me. I have the microphone now. But yeah, it was the day after Saturday, which was the fabulous concert that he did. And it was wonderful. So, and there his name was. I'm like, oh, I was so envious. I don't just be honest with you. I got to tell you. But all right, what does he know that I don't? Obviously, here we go. Everything that I need to release about what lies before me. Everything that I need to release about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me. I know everything that I need to know about what lies before me. Everything that I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me. Mind of God within me. Be everything that I need to be about what lies before me. Everything that I need to be about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me. Through the mind of God within me. We're going to do everything that I need to do about what lies before me. Everything that I need to do about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything that I need to accept about what lies before me. Everything that I need to accept about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me. Yeah, the mind of God within me. Everything that I need to know about what lies before me. Everything that I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. Available to me. Through the mind of God within me. The mind of God within me. Through the mind of God within me.
Thank you, Rob Satori. Could you bring my mic down a little bit? Thank you. They don't need to hear me in Seattle. They've already heard me there. Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something good is always happening. And it's happening this morning right here, right where you are. And it's also happening where the folks who are watching on the live stream are. So let's wave to them. Hey. We want to welcome back Julie Donnelly on the camera. She's been away for a couple weeks. So welcome back, Julie. Welcome home. Oh, come on. You can give her a bigger welcome than that. Yeah, we want to keep her happy. She makes me look good. So. Thank you for that song. That's by a friend of mine, Linda Webb-Kakaba, who unfortunately is no longer with us on the planet, but she is still sending us good vibes. I know it. So thank you for that.
Through the mind of God.
Through the mind of God, absolutely, absolutely. So I want to welcome anyone who is a newcomer or a guest here for the first time. If you would stand and remain standing, we'd like to find out where you may be visiting from. Got a few. Okay. Also, I want to let you know that Bruce there, who's part of our board of trustees, he has a little gift for you. It's a shell necklace, which is indicative of Florida's gorgeous beaches. But each shell represents the love that we individually are. And when we string those shells together, we create a community of love. So know that you'll be in the presence of love because you are the presence of love. So let's start back there with the orange. Where are you visiting us from? Massachusetts, all right. Great, welcome, welcome. Pardon? Oh, you moved here now. Oh, great, welcome home. We love it. That's great. I know back in the blue, do you mind letting us know your... Hi, I'm Lee. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. We're going to make a 5-year shot. All right. Kalamazoo. All right, welcome, welcome. We have another Michigander here in the white. And you're... There you go. All right. Welcome from Traverse City to Sarasota. Welcome home. And how about here in the middle again? Lisa and Randy, and we're from Naperville, near Chicago. Excellent. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. All right. That's great. Just know that we have some welcome packets in the lobby. If you didn't get one coming in, you can get one going out. And on the back, it tells you a little bit of information about Unity and about Unity of Sarasota. And on the back, we have clipped a welcome card, and we'd appreciate it if you'd fill that out so that we can start to get to know you a little bit and also keep you abreast of things if you choose to have us sign you up on our newsletter. So please pick those up on the way out if you didn't get them already. Let's see. I also want to say that it's really wonderful having you join your energy with ours here in person, but it's also good to have those who are still on our live stream joining their energy with ours too, because energy knows no bounds. Therefore, we're picking up all of that energy. So embrace that and embody that energy as well, because we're all one, interconnected. No distance, no separation. We are one, and so we want to remember that. We had to work at remembering that when we weren't here in person. Now when we're in person, sometimes we get a little lazy and we don't stay present. So I'm going to say, even though it's easy to use your 5 physical senses, use the spiritual senses as well, okay? Deal? Deal. All right, good. Our board member on duty today is Bruce McLaughlin, the man with the necklaces. This is Bruce. He will be out in the sanctuary lobby after the service, and feel free to go up and introduce yourself to him, ask him questions. He will tell you the truth, and what he doesn't know, he'll just make up. So, and that's the truth. So listen carefully. See if you can stump him. Okay. Also, I want to let you know that our board meetings are open. They're every 4th Thursday evening here at the center at 7 p.m. You're welcome to come at any time. If you want to be on the agenda, you need to let us know at least 1 week before so that we can plug that in. And what's most important to know is that we are a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. That is who we are individually and collectively as Unity of Sarasota. So I'm starting to see the shining beacons coming at me, so keep it up. Keep up that light shining from within. I've got a few invitations for your participation that I would like you to know about, beginning with our health and safety moment. What we ask is that you wear masks when you are in the building, please. We ask that you distance in the sanctuary or anywhere else in the building You're certainly welcome to be next to the people you live with or the people who have become your pod during this interesting times that we're living in. But other than that, please put some distance between you. We ask that you not touch and hug, but rather namaste. And know that there is sanitizer everywhere. Use it liberally, please. We have sanitizer sprayers that we use as well, and we've upgraded our filtration system as well. We believe that if we do these few things, that we will keep ourselves healthy and safe and not have to close our doors to in-person gatherings again. So if we all do that, we're golden. Deal? Okay. I don't know why I think I'm on Let's Make a Deal today or something. I'm doing deals left and right here. Also, just a quick reminder that last week we had the grand reopening of our One World Books and Gifts. It is open now, so please go back through the gallery hallway, if you will, the beautiful art gallery hallway, and wind your way through the fellowship hall over to the bookstore. It is not too soon to begin your holiday shopping. They have some awesome stuff in there, so check it out, please. And support your local books and gift store, which is just steps away. Also, I would like to give you one other reminder. This October, you know, October is always Halloween month. It just so happens that this October, the last Sunday of the month, is actual Halloween. So we decided it would be good to turn ourselves into children and dress up. So we're dressing up this Halloween on Sunday. You could dress up like some kind of crazy whatever and come to church. How cool is that? And so we're also going to do somewhat of a little contest, and there will be some sort of prize in the bookstore for the costume that is chosen as the most whatever. So dress up, go all out. Let's check it out. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait till the end of the month. I think it'll be fun. You're going to dress up, right?
Yeah, I'm going to come as the Ethers. So you may not see me. I'll be here.
And
I'll be here.
Ginger
I'm
said
kidding.
Ginger said she's coming as her authentic self, so that should be interesting. So get clever, guys. It could be a lot of fun.
My authentic self is a pirate, so that's probably what I'll do.
Arrgh.
Arrgh.
Okay.
Arrgh.
So some fun in store for the end of the month, a little celebration. And then finally, please do on your social media, all the loves and likes and clicks and shares, and let people that you know about Unity of Sarasota. And better yet, get off your social media and give a friend a call and say, I'm going to come pick you up and I want to invite you to my spiritual community to check it out. So, you know, we can still be, you did that. Robin did that. She's brought several friends. So do that. I mean, if you care about your folks, care about sharing where you spend your time on Sundays and what you focus on. Unity song, Rob.
Let's do it.
And I will invite you to sing softly into your mask, okay?
We got the words up too, I believe. Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already is already real. There is no one out there. There is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no know me. There's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see. Gather all your troubles, bring them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity.
Let's move into prayer and get ourselves centered and fully present. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, a soft gaze here at the flame of the candle or looking out to these beautiful grounds that we're surrounded by. Take a deep breath in to the very center of your being. Hold that space and release the breath fully. And again, breathing into the center of your being, filling your heart space with the breath of God, and releasing that breath in the divine flow and circulation that is the goodness of God. Once again, breathing in deeply, knowing that is the in-breath, the inspiration of Spirit. Releasing the breath is your own unique expression of the One. As we continue breathing in that divine circulation of the flow of Father, Mother, God, Spirit in our lives, know that the awareness of the truth of our being is as close as our next breath. Inspiration. Breathing in the very living Spirit so that we may express it in all that we are, all that we think, say, and do. That as we remind ourselves of the truth of our being, we become more and more and more of who we truly are. We embrace who it is that we have come here to be. And all of our doingness then arises out of that beingness, the essentialness of our authenticity, of our very living Spirit. So as we breathe in, we know that Father, Mother, God is at the center of our being. And as we breathe out, we know that we are also surrounded in that divine essence. For as the children say, there is not a spot where God is not. God is within and all around us. And so I give thanks for this awareness of truth, and most importantly, our willingness to live in, through, and as that truth in all aspects of our lives. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Let's say our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
Every moment my life's been restored to the truth truth of what I am, divine love revealed. I am renewed, I am healed. You are renewed, you are reborn. In every moment, your life is restored to the truth of what you are. Divine love revealed. You are renewed, you are revealed. We are revealed, we are reborn. In every moment, our lives are restored to the truth of what we are. Divine love revealed, we are renewed. Are healed, we are renewed, we are healed, we are renewed, we are healed.
Thank you, Rob. Isn't that a beautiful song? Jack Fowler wrote many more that are similar to that, just sweet and simple and deep. I'll never forget, every time I hear one of his songs, I remember the first time I met him. I was at a spiritual retreat, and I saw him drive up on his motorcycle, and I thought he'd taken a wrong turn somewhere, and the motorcycle gang was meeting somewhere else. And then he came into the building and sat down at the piano and played and sang so sweetly. I was just blown away. So it just goes to show you, can't judge a book by its cover. Really wonderful spiritual man. So thank you for doing that, Rob, wherever you went. So let's begin, as we always do, with our core value affirmation. So if you'll say this with me, please. We align with Christ consciousness. We are one with the one eternal Creator. My October talk series is entitled, Live the Life You Love to Live. I mean, you're going to live a life anyway. You may as well love it. What do you think? Think it's a pretty decent choice? Yeah. So love the life you love to live rather than the one that you just accept. And love the life that you live, right? May as well. You're going to spend the time anyway. It may as well be an enjoyable experience. Now, last week, we started with the journey of awakening. Not because I don't think that you all or I are awake, but rather that awakening is an ongoing process. There's always more awakening to be had, more deepening, more revealing. As the song says, I am renewed, I am reborn, I am restored, that I'm always going deeper and expanding my awareness of the depth of my own being And when I dig deep enough, guess what I find? I find the very living Spirit within me and all around me, not separate from, but permeating every cell and fiber of my being, every bit of my soul. And so the journey of awakening guides us to that awareness. It guides us to our most authentic self, our most authentic life. And it invites us to transform from who we are not into who we truly are. And it often requires us to change our habits of thinking and our habits of living, to actually become more present and more conscious in doing so. And especially, I think that's true in these wild times that we've been living in, that, change is rapid, it's constant, and it sometimes feels like it's out of control. Yes? Yeah, a little bit. So change is a pretty constant thing. And I think we're noticing in this 21st century that it's not letting up and doesn't appear to be anytime soon. The Tao Te Ching says resisting change is like holding your breath. Do it long enough and you die. So I don't suggest doing that. Sometimes I say, okay, this side of the room, you just breathe in. You guys just breathe out. And let me see how you do in just a few minutes. There's got to be that divine flow and circulation. There's got to be the coming in of the breath and the releasing of the breath. You can't stop breathing. And we can't stop awakening and stop growing. Now, change sometimes can be unsettling, but it can also be very exciting and very revealing and very powerful. So the truth is that we can either become victims of change, which is sort of the kingdom of consciousness that says life is done to me. Why does this keep happening to me? And we feel victimized by it. Or we can be the orchestrators of change, where we move into the kingdom of consciousness that says life is done by me, through me, and ultimately as me. That's a raised consciousness. That's a deeper awakening of consciousness when we realize that we are partners in what happens in life. We're not the victims of it. And we can be the conscious orchestrators of what changes take place in order for life to get better, in order for us to be more of who we truly are. Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind, said, "We cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is choice. We have the right and the responsibility to choose what we wish to experience and not get victimized and blaming for experiences that we don't want to have. Be an active participant in your life." See, there's God calling right now to say, listen to her, because she knows what she's talking about. Just like Bruce, she's telling the truth. And he means it. So today I want to begin that change as we choose to cut a new groove. Some of you will get your groove back, but some of us are cutting a new groove. The seed of vision and who we have come here to be has been planted in the soil of our soul by Spirit itself. It's already there, waiting for us to awaken to it and to nurture that seed with the miracle grow of our passion and our purpose, our awakenedness, of our willingness to spend time in communion with Spirit, our willingness to give of the talents that we have been blessed with and share them with others, our willingness to share of our abundance, our treasure as well. All of those things then begin to nurture that seed planted in the soil of our soul. And then when we do that, we begin to reap the harvest of the life we love to live, and to live a life where we are being who we have come here to be, instead of being someone else. I don't know about you, but I have to say that, as a kid, I would hear about the midlife crisis and life begins at 40 and all those crazy things. I thought it was insane. But then, lo and behold, I experienced those things. I was like, wow, those older folks knew something. That's shocking. Until you get older, and then you're like, wow, we must be some kind of genius, right? So that idea that we can actually live the life that we've come here to live, that we've been called to. And that midlife crisis for me, it was right around 40, actually. And I felt like my life started anew at age 40 when I let go of this whole life that I had built and constructed so carefully that wasn't mine. I was very successful. Maybe I should have been an actress, I don't know. But I was very successful at the career that I had, only to realize that I'd done all that work and had all that success, and I was leaning the ladder against the wrong wall. And I needed to pick up my ladder and go be who I really was called to be. And it was an amazing transformation. And it felt like a coming home. It was like, wow. And you know what was interesting? I just thought of this. I don't think I thought this before. I always, as a kid, ever since I can remember, I always periodically would have this sort of this yearning, and a phrase would move through my heart and mind that said, I want to go home. And I thought, I am home. What is that about? Only to realize now, I'm still awakening, to realize now that was part of it. I wanted to come home to me, come home to the truth of my being. And I spent 40 years not doing that. And now I plan to spend the next 140 years doing precisely, yeah. I got to make up for lost time, right? But it's all about the choices that we make. It's all about the choices that we make. And in order to make good choices, we have to be fully present. We have to be conscious. I don't know about you, but when I go running through totally not present, making choices, most of those don't tend to work out very well. And then I'm like shocked. Like, whoa, what happened? Life was done to me. I move into that lower level of consciousness. And so we raise the consciousness and say, stay fully present, make good choices, choose authenticity over invention, choose growth and faith over fear, choose to be creative and to rather than reactive to your life. Have the creativity to respond rather than react. Aristotle said that the best way to predict your future is to create it. So participate in the co-creation of your own life, and you'll have a pretty good idea where you're headed. Otherwise, you won't know until you get there, and then you're like, oops, like I was, ladder on the wrong wall. 40 years. Darn, wish somebody would have said something. And so I believe that we're called to awaken out of our unconscious and habitual patterns of thinking and living. To wake up and to stay awake and to stay conscious. To make new choices with a clear and decided mind and a passionate feeling for those choices. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I was thinking about today on my way here. I was thinking about a teacher that I had in high school, Mr. Weidenhouse. And I think it was either my junior or my senior year of high school. And I had my life really pretty well ordered and organized. What do I think? What do I believe? What am I going to do? Who am I going to be? I had it all worked out. Mind you, I was 17, 18, whatever. Had it all figured out. We now know that was probably not true. But I was thinking about Mr. Weidenhouse this morning, because when I first got him as a teacher, I did not care for him. In fact, I had a pretty avid dislike, because he kept trying to push us to question things, and particularly to question ourselves, to question our own thinking and beliefs. And I thought, man, you're messing up my whole gig here. I've got it all packaged, and this is really messing me up, and I don't really want to go there. And so I resented him for that, until one day something clicked. And I realized that I needed to sort of unpack everything, and I unpacked everything. I took everything out of my chest of drawers and out of my closet, and I re-examined my beliefs and my thinking, one by one, deciding, do I want to put this back, or do I let this go and replace it with something new? And so that man who I resented at first changed my life. I think he may have saved it in some way, because he taught me how to think for myself and the power of thought to actually create the experience of my life. And so I'm trying to find him. I've been trying to find him for years because I wanted to thank him. So what I would say to you is, if you have somebody like that in your life, don't wait to thank them. Find them now and tell them what a difference they made in your life before it's too late for you to let them know. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm a little aside. The fact is that when we change our thinking, we do change our life. And new thinking creates new neural pathways in our brain. You know, it literally retrains our brain. It's like a vinyl record. You know, I love that I have an audience that's old enough to know what a vinyl record is, because I've been in front of some that they're looking at me like I landed from Mars. Vinyl record. You know how cool it is that when you put the needle on track 2, it always plays the song that's on track 2. It's a miracle. But then what happens when that song no longer works for you? The only way to do it is to cut a new groove in the vinyl, and then you get a new song. Then you get a new track. And then when you put that on, it'll play that one every time until you cut another new groove. And so that's what our thinking does. It actually creates new grooves in our brain, new ways of thinking, new opportunities, new choices to make. And here's a mantra to remember the choices and the outcomes that might be before you. I'll always get what I've always got if I always think like I've always thought. I'll always get what I always want when I choose to think a brand new thought. Again, I'll always get what I've always got if I always think like I've always thought. I'll always get what I always want when I choose to think a brand new thought. Right? You remember that one, don't you, Lisa? Oh, yeah. There's a little story behind that, but you'll have to take me to lunch to find out what it is. So, oh, Lisa will tell you for free. Thanks a lot. Almost had myself a lunch. You know? So, you know, we really need to move our consciousness from what's so right now, you know, accepting, settling, and maybe even hating where we are right now. Move our consciousness from what's so right now to what's wanted. What is it that you do want to experience and express? You know, when your life feels off, where you're not feeling like you're living terribly authentically, like you might be living someone else's life and not your own, where you're not feeling fully self-expressed, take some time to check in with your deeper, higher self, with spirit within. Check in and see where you are and see how off you are, how out of alignment. You know, earnestly examine and elevate your current consciousness. Examine it, evaluate it, elevate your current consciousness. Even if things don't feel off, it doesn't hurt to periodically check in, because little creepy things have a way of just wedging themselves in there somehow, right? You don't even know where you picked it up. Like our moms used to say, put that down, you don't know where it's been. So you had that same mother. We do the same thing with erroneous thoughts and craziness. We pick it up without even realizing it. Put that down, you don't know where it's been. You've got to make your own choices. You know, look at the dominant direction of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your attitudes. You know, what feels in alignment? What's working? What feels right? What rings true? And more importantly, what feels out of sync and it's not working? Bring that into the light. Bring it into the light to transform it. You know, what new choices can you make to shift that? What are the new choices you can make? What's the new groove that you can cut? Isn't this cute? Choose to be pulled by a vision rather than pushed by pain. Because guess what? Here's a tricky thing. Get this. Our unconscious choices also manifest. So choose consciously. That's why I said you got to wake up and you got to stay conscious. Because those little things creep in. We don't even know it until it's too late and we're like, oh. Learn what's not working and let that pushed by pain move you into new choices. There's a use for pain. Gets your attention. Says, oh, man, I better do something different because this does not feel good. So allow the pushed by pain to move you into the pulled by vision. Listen deeply within and catch Spirit's vision for your life. Catch Spirit's vision. Listen deeply in the stillness and that communion with God. And then once you start to get it, create a vivid picture in your mind's eye and a passionate feeling in your soul. Begin to live the experience inwardly as if it's happening right now, because it is. It's happening right now within you, and ultimately it'll happen outside of you. But know that creation always happens first in mind and soul, and then in manifestation. Okay? Even if we're unconscious of it. So better to be conscious. Just like we're going to live a life anyway. We may as well love it. We're going to have thoughts anyway. May as well be conscious. Right? What the heck? So you want to nurture and affirm that vivid picture in mind and that feeling in your soul. Affirm it. Nurture it. Bring it to life. Live the experience. Reverend Merriman and Morrissey wrote, when we begin to hold images in mind, they give us life with the possibility of that idea and also energize us to take the actions required. The possibility that is within each of us to expand, extend, and deepen develops our lives. That capacity is there, but we must have the clarity that brings with it the kind of emotional energy to take the steps that are required. Mind, soul, then in manifestation, in movement, in matter. Choose consciously to be pulled by a vision into the life you love to live. Choose. Make it conscious. Activate the power of your choice to co-create in partnership with Father, Mother, God, Spirit. Best partner you can possibly have. And create your life rather than react to your life. Move to that consciousness of life is happening in, through, and as me, not to me. Not to me. And create a life of passion and purpose and power and self-expression and fulfillment. We're at choice. We're always at choice to create the life we love to live. We always have that possibility, always have that choice. And it happens to be not only our greatest gift to ourselves, but it happens to be our greatest gift to others, to the world, and to creation itself. Authenticity, the truth of our being fully experienced and expressed, that is the greatest gift of all, to everyone and everything. Our grandmothers thought that was selfish and self-indulgent. I hate to tell you, Grandma, you were wrong. She didn't like to be wrong. Choose consciously. Live consciously. Choose wisely. Choose with loving care. Your life. It's your life. And because we're all interconnected in one, it's also my life, and their life, and their life, and their life, and everybody's life. We're all interconnected. So it's really important that we all make wise, loving choices. Right? Yeah, I think so. So let's get started. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. Create a soft focus if it's not comfortable to close your eyes. And take a deep breath in. Release the breath. And continue doing that. Mary Mann and Morrissey was one of my mentors. And she created 5 criteria to help us to test dreams and visions and choices that might come before us. And so I thought we'd spend a little time with those 5 criteria. So I'm going to invite you to think of a vision or a dream or a choice, something that's in front of you now or has been recently. Just bring that to mind, whatever it might be. You might be being called to make a decision or a choice or to move toward a goal or a vision, a purpose, a passion that's calling you. And so as you bring that to mind, notice as you think about it, as you embrace it in your soul, does your energy feel like it goes up? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? Where does your energy go? Does it lift? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? If you feel more alive when you think of it, and you feel more energized, it feels like it gives you life, this may be a choice or a vision or a goal to pursue. Pay attention to that. So just be with that for a moment. Where's your energy go? Just continue breathing into the center of your being, releasing the breath. And as you think of this vision, this dream, this goal, this choice before you, does it require you to deepen and grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Does it require you to deepen and grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually? If not, it may be up for release. If it does, pay attention. This may be worthy of pursuit. So just be with that and feel if it takes you to a level of growth and deepening mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And continue breathing in and out in that divine flow and circulation that is spirit. And as you think of this dream, this choice, this goal before you, is it in alignment with your core values? Is it in alignment with your core values? If not, if it's in conflict with your core values, let it go. If it is in alignment with your core values, it may be calling you to pursue it. Just be with this. See how it aligns with your core values. As you hold this choice in mind and soul, ask yourself, does it cause me to deepen and grow spiritually and require me to partner with Spirit to bring it forth? Will it cause me to deepen and grow spiritually and require me to partner with Spirit to bring it forth? And finally, if I pursue this choice that is before me, will it create value and goodness beyond myself? Will it serve others and the world? If I pursue this choice, will it create value and goodness beyond myself to serve others and the world? And so if you're called to cut a new groove in your life, choose consciously, choose wisely, choose with loving care. So I invite you to bring your awareness back to this time and space. Gently, gently be here now, and ever so gently begin to open your eyes. Blessings on your journey of choosing to cut a new groove. Begin by making a new choice, maybe today, and test it with Reverend Mary's 5 questions. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
I can't keep living based on anyone else's dreams. Gotta find out for myself. And even when I don't know all of the story, I ain't blaming it on anyone else. Gotta walk my word, voice my vision. Here in the world I will be me. Gonna share my life, make my mission, express my life with integrity. Gonna walk my word, voice my vision. Here in the world for all to see. Gonna share my song, make my mission to live my life joyfully. Gonna walk my word, voice my vision. Here in the world I will be free. Gonna share my love, make my mission to live my life gratefully. To live my life gratefully. To live my life gratefully. Thank you. I'm going to be grateful and say thank you.
That's great.
That was easy.
Yes, that was easy. Where's my easy button? I'm going to ask our chaplains, our prayer chaplains, to come forward, please. And ministers. These folks are here to be in service to you. So know that you can come up after the service, and they will be in prayer with and for you for a greater experience of cutting a new groove in your life or whatever else you may want to pursue. We have two more back there. We've got a minister and another prayer practitioner, Reverend Robbins here. So any of them, and also you can make private appointments with them. So let's thank them for the service that they provide to us here. Also want to let you know that on Wednesday evening we have a music and inspiration service at 7 p.m. And so it's really a wonderful, it's very different than what you experience here on Sunday. And it's just really, I don't know, it feels good. It's going inside and going deep and just being. And so if you haven't been, check it out. If you have been, come back, come keep checking it out. It's just, I love it. I love it. This week, our theme is active. Active. Ooh. Could be interesting. And the music will be brought to you by Elaine Silver and myself. My hand was in bad shape, and I wasn't able to play this Wednesday night, but through the miracle of drugs. But they were, it's a spiritual thing, they were creation that came through. Look at that. I couldn't do this. Now look at that. So I'll be playing music Wednesday night. So I'm very excited about that. So yes, praise, thank you. Praise God for, worries me when something goes on with my hands. So I'm very happy. All right. So this is our opportunity to give in that divine circulation and flow of abundance in and through and as our lives. And so, we get to participate in this generous flow of abundance, every single one of us, because we're all blessed by that divine circulation of giving and receiving. And so rather than passing things during this time, we're staying safe. And so there will be some lovely people holding the offering bowls as you exit. I know some of you send your money in different ways. That's fine. If you're not putting something in the basket right now, just put your hand over in blessing so that you're part of that energy and that flow. And we appreciate all that you give, whether it's blessing, prayer, financial abundance, whatever it may be, your time, your talent, all of that. And so we appreciate all that you do to support this ministry so that we can support you and support beyond this campus even. So thank you for that. And so let's say our affirmation together. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive abundantly. All right, that's great. And so we're going to do our prayer for protection, and then followed by the peace song sung softly into your masks, and you're not going to hold hands, you're going to do this. All right? Excellent. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is